Welcome back. I am Sindani. In this video we will be jumping back into Warframe content with some of those mod tutorials as promised finally. For this video I will be going over the melee mod build that I typically use. It is pretty cookie cutter, pretty much the same mods on nearly every melee weapon I use, with some exceptions which I will go over with you. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. As a reminder, if you are new here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give the video a little like. It helps out more than you realize, and I always appreciate it. For the sake of these videos, we'll be in the simulacrum just for ease of access and all of that. So let's go ahead and look at the Dragon Nikana for this one. It's, as you see there, the critical chance and the status chance are both 15%, so it's going to be basically just a flat damage build. Normally, with the exceptions, this is pretty much the mods I run on everything. Well, of course, except for the stance mod, because it'll be different. But other than that, it's pretty much going to be the same, unless the critical chance is in the 20 to 25%. Same thing with the status, and I'll try to build for status and or crit, just depends. But for the most part, I mean, even on status or crit weapons, you're going to have the same, at least I have the same 4 mods present in every weapon. That's Pressure Point, which is your flat damage mod, and then Spoiled Strike, which is one of the corrupted mods. It gives you a bonus, also gives you a negative effect, so it gives you an extra 100% damage, but you lose 20% attack speed. And then I use Fury to counteract that, because at max rank, it's plus 30% attack speed, so you're not actually losing attack speed, you're just not getting as much as if you weren't using Spoiled Strike. And then I use Life Strike. Life Strike is one of the only mods that you will never want to upgrade. I use Life Strike because once you channel, it gives you Life Steal. But if you start upgrading it, the channeling cost becomes so high that it's not an efficient way to have that Life Steal available to you. So always leave it unranked. You'll get the most bang for your buck. And then the last 4 slots, I just use the 90% elemental mods to get that extra damage. And then, yeah, that's about it. I do pretty much fall into the min-max category. There are some options I guess I could use to have higher thing, but in the min-max category, I also like the consistency. I like having that consistent damage. If it is a crit weapon, then you'll be using Organ Shatter and True Steel, possibly Blood Rush, just depends on the weapon in my opinion. You want high attack speed and probably a good reach, so you can get that combo multiplier up faster, and you need probably a Warframe like Wukong, which is what I'm in, with this passive that increases the duration of that combo multiplier staying active, so you get the better use out of Blood Rush. I do still need to max rank that to see what the critical chance becomes, but right now I just figured I'd take it up halfway and mess around with it in that sense. And then if it is a status weapon, you'll want to use the dual status in mods, elemental mods, in place of this flat 90%, so you get the extra elemental damage plus the status chance. I wouldn't worry too much about melee prowess. Just, I mean, max rank gets 15% status chance. That's 60. I mean, plus having multiples of them up, you'll definitely get a lot more out of the status chances, or dual stats. But that's about it. I mean, there are some, like looking through some of them I have, that could be fun to mess around with, that I need to look into, like possibly Condition Overload could be fun. Probably at max rank, that's probably going to be, what, probably 50%, because it'll probably go up by 10 each time. Maybe 60. Probably 60. I don't know. Extra melee damage for each status type affected on the enemy. Again, that'll have to be on the status weapon, though. And then but that could be kind of fun. Movement speed. You know, like I said, there are a lot of mods in this game, but for the most part, almost everything is cookie cutters. So, I mean, you're not going to be using too many of them. One mod that I do really like, let me find it. It's Covert Lethality. which I need to put a catalyst in this weapon, but Covert Lethality turns any finishers into lethal damage, but it can only be used on single dagger. Even though it says daggers, can't use it on the dual daggers, I've come to find out. Can be fun in conjunction with Ash's Augment Fatal Teleport, or when he teleports to an enemy, it automatically performs a finisher, therefore, with Covert Lethality, automatically kills. There are some mods like that you'll come across that will have their places, but for the most part, everything is cookie cutter. You don't have to worry about putting Formant into melee weapons as long as you have the right stance mod and a catalyst. You have more than enough polarity slots to fit, especially the build I showed you. If you guys have any interesting things that you guys have built that have worked out well for you, do not forget to let me know down in the comments. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I am back. The plan is for right now 2 videos a week. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell right next to it to get the notifications when I post videos. And I shall see you guys, once I find where I need to hit the button, I shall see you guys next time.